Rafael, your law firm has worked on a lot of different investment management projects over the years. What is your experience in terms of what your clients are looking at in Africa at the moment, whether it be type of investment or type of investment structure? I mean, either of those two, I think it'd be interesting to share your thoughts on what the current investor appetite is for ways to invest in Africa.
Well, let me start off and quickly tell you what we do. We represent around 32, 34 U.S. public pension funds located throughout the United States, a third of them on the West Coast, CalPERS, et cetera, Mid-America, and on the East Coast here, all the New York funds, the Common Fund, New York City funds, New York State teachers, et cetera. And we work with them in structuring their investment structure around the world, in particular in alternative investments, which would be a category here, which we're talking about with respect to private equity. I would say this, that a couple of years back, I spoke at this conference alongside my friend here, and I warned at the time that they should anticipate significant U.S. dollars being focused on Africa. I can say today that's going to happen, and it is happening already. We just closed the Carlyle Sub-Sahara Fund, where our client put in approximately $50 million. And I was in San Francisco last month meeting with about 15 U.S. public funds, trying to get what we call in the U.S. 101 basic training on Africa, and just understanding the continent, understanding it's not one country, that it's made up of a number of countries, it's a continent. But I would say that the focus from U.S. dollars in the emerging markets today will be primarily in Africa. Asia, I think we feel we're overinvested. Brazil, we took a shot at, but I would anticipate in the next 2 or 3 years significant interest in Africa. You've got Sub-Sahara, you've got South Africa, and you've got Northern Africa. Most of the issues that we're concerned about is getting in and getting out, obviously. We're mostly tax exempt, so we do worry about some taxes, though, with respect to FATCA, et cetera. But our focus will be Africa. You should expect that we will have significant interest in investing there. And we've already invested, like I said, over $100 million in the last year. I would anticipate significantly more because we're in due process right now on a number of investments there. I don't know if I answered your question, but I wanted to keep it quick.
That's great. Well, thank you very much.
Doing business in Africa. You can't afford to be without Africa Investor.